Hello students. In this video we will see the introduction to our issue of shares chapter, okay, which is a very important chapter. Here we will see varieties of questions, okay, issue of share at par, okay, at premium, okay, and again we will see calls in arrear, calls in advance. Then we will see forfeiture of shares, okay, again we will see forfeiture of reissued shares at par and premium separately. There is pro rata allotment also, okay. Again we have purchase consideration. So varieties of questions will be there in this particular question. So this now with this chapter we start our next section, that is your part B, okay, that is your company accounting, okay. So first of all, let me tell you that what is company, okay. Let us start with company because shares are associated with company, okay. So by company simply, okay, we just say company or joint stock company, okay, or joint stock enterprise, whatever you want to say. It is actually an entity which is incorporated, that is registered and formed properly, okay, following proper guidelines, okay, and it is a lawful incorporation, okay, for undertaking a business, for proper conduction of a legal and a lawful business, okay. So it is formed, okay, by following some procedure, okay, which is provided by the law, okay. Now first of all we must remember that it is an artificial person, okay, and it is separate from its members, okay, and its members are known as your shareholders, okay. It has varieties of members here like promoters, directors, okay, I mean yeah, BODs, okay, board of directors. So other persons are also there like chairman, okay, or this CEO, CFO, okay. So varieties of members are there, okay. Mainly our focus is on our shareholders because this particular chapter is dealt with them, okay. So this should be noted that whenever a company is registered in the office of registrar of companies, okay, registrar of companies, registrar, registrar of companies, okay. So whenever a company is registered in his office, in the office of registrar of companies, so whenever the company is registered, okay, or incorporated, a company will have a limited amount of capital, okay. That's why you must have noticed that any company's name is written as private limited or simply limited, okay. So after the name of private company, you can see private limited. Okay, if you see any name private limited, okay, that is your private company. But if any company only has a surname as limited, okay, or suffix as limited, then it is your public company, okay, or a government company. Okay, so whatever is the total amount, I mean the authorized capital, okay, that is the actual amount of the company, okay, that has been registered, okay, that has been authenticated, is divided into varieties of units, okay, and these units are known as your shares, okay, and the owners or the holders of those shares are called your shareholders, okay. So you can see the definition of company also, which has been provided in the section 2 schedule 20 of this companies act 2013. There has been the amendment also. Recently there are around 51 or 52 amendments, okay. So I have the data with me, so I'll be providing you the same, but it is not necessary, okay, in view of our syllabus. It is not related, okay, whatever the amendments that have they have made, okay, this ICAI. So anyway, that is your actually your shares and your shareholders, okay, in normal. So what are shares? Shares are actually each unit, okay, they are actually the units of the entire or total capital of a company, okay. and the holders of those shares or units of capitals are known as your shareholders. So the features of company, so these are your features. Okay, you can see the incorporation, separate legal entity, then artificial person, perpetual existence, limited liability, transferability of shares, management and ownership, common seal. It is like let me just tell you in brief. Okay, incorporation, so by incorporation we mean actually the registration and formation of a company. Okay, so it has to be very much legal. Okay, you have to go to a registrar's office, then you have to get a promoter. Okay, promoter is the person who will promote your company. Okay, so uh, promoter is actually associated with starting of the business. Okay, so he will do every legal things, okay, on your behalf. You have to get a lawyer also. Okay, so many things are there. Okay, with incorporation, and again you cannot choose a name that has been used already by other company. Okay, then so many things are there. Okay, now, separate legal entity, yes, we will follow the entity concept here. Okay, we have studied this entity concept in class 11. That is your owner and the business. Okay, I mean owner of the business and the business, they are both separate legal entities. Okay, whereas this kind of entity, okay, this concept of entity, we cannot find in terms of sole proprietorship business and partnership. Okay, we cannot find such kind of entity concept. Okay, to be followed strictly, but in terms of companies it has to be followed strictly. Okay, and it should be noted that companies, okay, they are artificial persons. Okay, they have everything, but like they have name, they have social status. Okay, they have a physical location. Okay, everything, but unfortunately they don't have a thinking mind. Okay, they don't have soul, you can say like that. Okay, so that thinking mind, okay, in the absence of thinking mind, the members, okay, act on behalf of a particular company. Okay, so now this perpetual existence, what does it mean? This perpetual existence is actually a company. Okay, once it is opened, okay, if a company is incorporated, if a company is formed, then the company is going to last forever. Okay, it will go on till infinity. Okay, until and unless it meets any kind of uncertainties. Okay, due to recession or due to any kind of economic activities or due to some government policies or due to some social restrictions. Okay, due to any unfair means followed by the company. Okay, until and unless these things happens, company is going to exist forever. So this is your perpetual existence. Okay, now a limited liability, yes, that's why the companies, they have name. Okay, I mean after the name of a company you can see the word limited. Okay, be it private limited or just limited. So by limited liability, we mean the liability is fixed here. Okay, like you cannot raise the liability, you cannot increase the capital of a company, or you cannot take a loan uh, above a given particular slab. Okay, you can just call it a slab. Okay, there is a ceiling of liabilities. Okay, there is a limit to it. Let us say a limit of liability of a company is 40,000 crores. Okay, so the company cannot raise beyond that point. Okay, so that is the actual limit. Okay, 40,000 crores. Okay, so that is your um, liability. Okay, I mean the limitation to your liability. So any company cannot um, have more liability beyond that level. Now, transferability of shares. Yes, the shares can be transferred sometimes, okay, and sometimes it cannot be transferred. Okay, let us not go into the detail about that. So, some shares are just transferable, okay, and some shares are non-transferable. So there are some restrictions, okay, to that mm, uh, transfer also. So point number 7, management and ownership. So here we can see a proper management, okay, and the ownership. Now say this ownership. If we talk about this ownership, whoever holds 51% share of that particular company is actually the owner of a company. Okay, so here in terms of company, not only one person is the owner, but a group of people, they are actually the owners. But whoever holds maximum number of shares is the owner of that particular company. Okay, for example, if you hold shares of Reliance Industries, let us just say that, okay, 52%, you are the owner of a company. You are the whole and soul of that particular company. So if you only hold 5 to 10%, then you are just a shareholder of that particular company. Okay. Now, common seal. By common seal, we mean actually a seal that has been provided by the government. Okay, like you can see the seal of our school. Okay, seal of the principal. Okay, office, and even in the cash counter, whenever you go and make the payment of your fees, maybe the accountants, they put on a school seal. Okay, like paid. Okay, or something like that, or something like cash paid, etc. So that is actually your seal. Okay, and it is common for all. Now, types of companies. Now see, a company can be a one person company, private company, as well as public company. Our main focus of this discussion will be on private as well as public companies. Okay, because we are talking about shares. Okay, so since now one person company doesn't issue shares, so we talk about private and public company shares. Okay, what happened? Anyway, sorry for that. Uh, okay, a company, both private or public, okay, may be limited liability company or unlimited liability company also, and sometimes a company limited by guarantee also. Okay, so always remember that a company, both private or public, it can be limited liability company. Okay, it is a normal form. Sometimes it may have unlimited liability also. Okay, so that is a very different case. Just like we saw a limited liability partnership, okay, LLP in terms of a partnership. So similarly, here we can see unlimited liability company, and sometimes it is also a company that is limited by guarantee also. Okay, so let us not go into the details of these things. I will just try to focus with our shares only, but here are some topics which should be discussed. Okay, let us see now incorporation of a company. Now, what are the processes? Okay, so these are the four main processes. Okay, that is your promotion, incorporation, or you can say registration. Okay, incorporation or registration. Okay, and after that we have capital subscription, and then commencement of business. So whenever a company is to be formed or to be incorporated, uh, the company is supposed to be promoted. Okay, so your promoter will promote the company, and after that, uh, incorporation or registration process will take. Okay, uh, then you will go to the registrar's office. Okay, then there will be the registration process. Okay, the company's liability will be fixed. Okay, its location. Okay, the motive of doing the business. Okay, what is your objective? So many things are discussed out there. Okay, and finally your company will be incorporated. So after that, you will now issue the number of shares, okay, that you want to actually issue in the market. Okay, that is called your capital subscription. And after you accumulate all the capital that you wanted for the business, then you can start your business. Okay, so actually this capital subscription process is possible when you issue a prospectus. Okay, so we already know that by prospectus we mean any form of document, okay, which tells about that particular organization. Okay, maybe our school also, they, they have prospectus. Okay, when you go for any kind of college admission, okay, you go for a lovely university, okay, lovely professional university, okay, Amity University, or you go for Indian Institute of Technology, okay, DU, Calcutta University, okay, West Bengal State University. So if you visit any kind of universities or go for any kind of colleges or schools, they issue a particular document, okay. Out there, many good things will be written about that particular organization, okay, their achievements, okay, how the school functions, okay, what is the management of the company or institution, okay. So the performance, okay, of that particular company over a couple of period, okay, and what is the position of that particular company in market, okay. So what products they deal with, okay, so everything will be mentioned out there, okay. So that document is known as your prospectus, okay. So you can see here, its definition is provided in the section 2, Schedule 70 of Companies Act 2013. Okay, so whenever you read this kind of things, okay, it is actually read as Section 2,